How you play the game with the people that writing the rules? Ain't the fame that I'm after when paying the dues. I've been through the pain that's reflected in the attitude. Might be winning now, but the thing is that I had to lose. So go and tell me what you really want to do. And lonely at the top, cause there ain't a lot of room. Ain't no other option, it's all I ever knew. So I'ma get it poppin', you know how I'ma do. I've been down through the blood and the sweat. Guarantee you can know I'm a threat. I've been down through the blood and the sweat, and I ain't close to being done yet, I'm going all in. Yeah, I'm going all in. And I ain't close to being done yet, I'm going all in. Yeah. They know I'm going all in.
What is up, everyone? Good afternoon. Happy Tuesday evening. It is the boys coming back at you once again, talking 49er football. I got my boy Pete and my boy Brandon. Gentlemen, how are we doing tonight?
I am tickled after we had the press conferences. OTAs are beginning. It's really the off season now, because now we start to get some tidbits and get ready for this upcoming season.
Absolutely. What's up, Brandon? How you doing, man?
Pretty good, dude. Just another day, just like Pete said. OTAs have started. It's officially the new season, so I'm excited. I'm ready for football season already.
Yeah, like The Rock says, can you smell what The Rock is cooking? It is football 2024. I understand it's just OTAs, and then we're gonna have a little bit of nothing until late July, where we pick up on minicamp, and then we start seeing the real thing. But football is here. The schedule was released last week. Many of you know who we're playing, when we're playing them. Tonight, all three of us are going to go over the schedule. Pete's going to go ahead and start it, then Brandon, and then I'll finish it. And we each are going to pick the wins and losses for our 49ers. And then we're going to keep it into the end of the year to see who gets the closest to it. And then we'll speak OTAs and what's happening in your neck of the woods regarding the San Francisco 49ers. Before we actually proceed, let's make sure that we say hello to the gang. 49er Throwback is in the house. What's up, brother? How you doing? He says,
Throwback.
Thanks for tuning in. Faithful, make sure y'all smash that like button to all the channels. Happy Tuesday. Appreciate you, brother. We got Don in the house also supporting the channel. Make sure you guys listen to Don and the 49ers Throwback. They know what they're talking about. We got Jimmy in the house. What's up, Jimmy? How you doing, brother? We got Daniel Barry Sports in the house. How you doing, sir? Welcome. All right, so before we go on with the schedule, Pete, anything going on your channel?
I had my show last Thursday. I'll be having another show, Niner FANATIC podcast, on this Thursday, but then I'm gonna be and this is probably the first time you guys are finding out about this too. But I'm taking a week off next week because me and the family are driving to Kentucky for summer vacation.
Oh, wow. So, Kentucky. We're going with you.
Nice.
Going to the Smoky Mountains.
Right on. I like it. You going to leave me all by myself with Brandon? I'm scared.
I mean,
what's that supposed to mean?
No mames.
I don't know. I don't even know why I said that.
Yeah, exactly. No mames.
I don't even know why I said that. Brandon, what do you got going on this week?
Nothing, to be honest. I'm still trying to get the boys to get on.
I told myself he's going to say nothing. Watch. And sure enough, there you go. Nothing. Nada.
Yeah, I'm still trying to get the guys to get back on, dude.
You got to buy them
Still,
So
flowers.
it's taking me a minute, but we're trying to get it done.
Right on, right on. It's hard when you have multiple people to try to fit in the schedule when they all have their own agendas.
Yeah,
But I know you'll pull it together. All right. With that said, let's move on and do our picks for the 2024. Now, rosters are not set. These are just mock drafts or mock picks that we're doing. This is just for myself to keep record of, to go back and when we end the season, to kind of go back to today's date and see what Pete, Brandon, and myself picked, see how close we were, see what team we hit on, what team we missed on, just for the fun of it. So we're going to start with the Jets. Who do you have winning this game, the Niners or the Jets?
It's week 1. I believe it's at Levi's, right? So yeah, I'm picking
Monday
the
Night
49ers.
Football.
Yeah, I'm going to pick the 49ers on this one. I think that they're going to start off the year strong. I really think it's actually going to be a pretty close game because they do have a pretty decent defense, and everybody should be healthy going into this game. Knock on wood. But yeah, I think the Niners pull out the game week 1.
Awesome. Next week, we fly to Minnesota. We have 2 games at 10 o'clock this year. Minnesota's one of them. We haven't beaten Minnesota in Minnesota since 1992. Does that streak finally end, Pete?
Oh, it's me? Again?
Yes. You're doing the whole thing.
Oh, okay.
And then Brandon does the whole thing.
Oh, okay. Then at the Vikings, I still got this as a win. I think that the streak gets broken. There is no Kirk Cousins. It's Sam Darnold as we know of right now, and maybe McCarthy. So, yeah,
McCarthy.
Yeah.
All right. So we got the Rams week 3 in LA, our home, away from home. What do you got in this game?
Oh, that's a home game, so it's gonna be the 49ers.
That's another a home away from home. Got it. That's a W. Then we move on to the Patriots coming in to Levi's without Tom Brady, without Mac Jones.
Without anybody, really.
Nope. Pretty much.
They don't have anybody.
Nobody
that we know of.
No Belichick.
No anybody. So yeah, I'm gonna go with the Niners on this one. I think it's a pretty safe bet for a win.
All right. Moving on to the Cards. So we're 4-0 going into week 5, excuse me. Mm-hmm. And we're playing against the Cards. Who do you take in this game?
I am still taking the 49ers. I think that's going to be a win as well. It's at home as well. So I think that's going to be a win.
All right. Week 6, Thursday Night Football at the Seahawks in Seattle. Who wins this game? New coach over there.
This one, I'm going to say it's a loss. I'm going to say it's a loss.
Okay, so you're giving the loss. I got it.
Yeah, it is what it is. Like a short rest, and they're going to Seattle, I believe. So,
okay, and for now we come home to lick our wounds, and we face a team that we have not been able to beat in a minute. The Chiefs. Who wins this game?
Unfortunately, I'm going to say that this is a loss until further note. Until they win one, I can't say that they're going to beat the Chiefs. So yeah, I'm going to go with the loss for that one as well.
Okay, so now we're back-to-back losses. Do we take our revenge on Dak Prescott and his little cowgirls?
Yep, that's definitely going to be a win.
All right,
Cowboys
so we're
can't beat
back
us.
on the winning. And then we go into our bye.
Mm-hmm.
And then week 10, coming out of the bye, we face the Buccaneers. Who do you take in this game?
Definitely 49ers in this one. That's going to be a victory. If we can't lose to Baker. I'm sorry.
Baker.
Can't do it.
Can't do it. Then we come home and we play the Hawks for the second time.
Yeah. This is
Who
where we
wins
get
this
our
game?
revenge. This is where we get our revenge, and that's going to be a victory.
I love it. All right. Now it gets a little dicey. We travel to Lambeau to face Jordan Love and his Packers in late November. A little bit cold over there. Who do you got winning this game?
I don't think it'll be snowing yet in November. So, but I think that's gonna. I'm gonna take it. I've been waffling back and forth about this game, but I'm gonna go with a win. I'm gonna be positive.
Okay. You got the win. Now we go, if Lambeau wasn't cold enough, now we move further down to December 1st, and we go to New York, upstate New York, to face the Buffalo Bills. Who wins this game?
I think this is going to be one of those typical 49er later in the season, going into cold weather, and it could be rainy. I don't know what the weather is going to be, but I'm going to go with the loss. They struggle against what's his name, Josh Allen.
All right, so then we come home once again at Levi's, and we face the Bears and Caleb Williams.
Yeah, I think that they run these guys out of the building.
I love it. All right, so after that, we play the Rams on Thursday Night Football at Levi's. Who do you got?
I feel like this is going to be another loss. I feel like this is a trap game. And
Okay.
I feel like it's going to be a loss.
Got you. And then after the Rams, we move all the way to, well, don't move, but we fly all the way to Miami to face the Dolphins and Mike McDaniels. What do you got in this game?
I have them beating Mike McDaniel because the student can't beat the teacher.
I like it. And then we come back home. At this point, we got what, 1, 2, 3, 4 losses.
Yeah.
Do the Niners rest some players? Are they still playing for first place in the NFC for that bye? They face the Lions at home. Who do you got?
I do think that it is a thing that Shanny tries to keep guys healthy towards the end of the season, and he kind of changes up his game plans a little bit, and it goes a little vanilla during this time of the year. So I'm going to go with the loss.
A loss. Okay. And then we finish up with the Cardinals.
And I got to win to finish out the season, but I don't think any of the starters are going to be playing.
So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 losses.
Mm-hmm.
You got 5 losses. Oh, I didn't write that down. Hold on. So you got 5 losses. So you're giving us a 12 and 5 record.
Yeah.
That's about right?
Yep.
All right, let me take a picture of this, and then I'll clear it. I'll clear the board. And where's my camera? There it is. Well, not my camera, but my screen thing. Let me snap a picture. Smile at the camera because you're going to be in it as well. All of us, actually. So let me snap it. Boom. All right, snap. All right, this is... Hold on, guys. I got to do it now because I'll forget. And then I'll be like, whose was this? Was it Brandon's picks or was it... you know what I mean? We don't want that. All right. So now...
It just depends on what the record is.
So 12 and 5 for Mr. Please don't. Okay. Hold on, guys. Let me clear the board. Oh. Clear the board.
Brandon's gonna say 15-1.
Is that so, Brandon? Brandon's. Give me all the wins.
You got to get it right, Pete. We're going undefeated.
Yeah, I was about to say, running the table. Running the table.
Let's see, Kansas City. But I like your
We're getting
12-5. What were we last year? 12-5 as well?
Were we 12-5? I thought we were.
I think we were 12-5.
Or I thought we had 13. Did we not make it to 13? The year before we were at 13. So yeah, I think we were 12-5.
Almost done. What was that, a win? All right. Green Bay. Where are you, Green Bay? There you are. Then we got the Bills off. The Bears.
The
Bears.
The Bears.
They're going to be so bad. They're going to be so bad.
All right. Now that we're all set again. All right, Mr. Brandon. It is your turn, my friend. So we start. Brandon. Chingon. We start with the
Chingon.
Jets. What do you got?
That's a dub. Start off the season hot. 1-0. Prime time.
Then we got the Vikings.
Then we got the Vikings at Minnesota. We're going another dub.
I like it. Another dub. Dubbity dub dub dub. We got the Rams.
Then we got the Rams. That's a dub. At Levi South.
Levi South. We got the Pats. What you got for the Pats?
Pats, that's another dub because they a bunch of nobodies now.
They're a bunch of nobodies. Then we got the Cardinals.
We got the Cardinals. Little man, Kyler Murray. That's another dub.
I like it. Now we travel Thursday night. Thursday night we head over to Seattle.
In Seattle.
What you got in Seattle?
My guy, that's another dub.
I like it.
I told you it's gonna be 6.
It sounds like it. All right, you got the Chiefs.
Okay. This is what's gonna shock you guys. I think this time around,
He just put it in. He didn't even say it.
we beat the Chiefs, but in
Was I wrong, Pete?
Yeah.
It's a win, right,
okay.
Brandon?
Cowboys, another dub.
Is that another dub for the Cowboys? Mm-hmm. And then we got obviously the bye week.
Dub.
And then we got the Bucks. The Bucks.
All right, this might be another shocker. This is gonna be the first L.
Really? First L. Ooh. Okay. Mm-hmm. And then we're back at home with Seattle, part 2. Do we sweep them or do they get the revenge?
We sweep them.
I like it. Sweep them. Get out of here. Send them packing all the way to the Packers.
Packers, dub.
Dang. Bills?
Al.
Al, okay. The Bears.
Bears, dub.
The Bears.
Rams, we want Al.
Oh, we got an Al. Oh, we split with the Rams. Interesting.
Splitting with the Rams.
What about the Dolphins?
Mm-hmm. Dolphins, that's going to be a landslide right there. Dub.
And what about the Leones? Dub. And then finish it off with the Cardinals.
Honestly, I just feel like we're the better team compared to the Lions. That's just me. Cardinals,
agree.
Dub.
Interesting.
Like I just look at them as it down the stretch. I think it's going to be all situational, like depending on where we are in the standings. And like if it doesn't affect Kyle, then he's just he doesn't care. He's just gonna do some vanilla game plan, and they're gonna take an L, and then he's gonna give us a bunch of excuses as to why he doesn't call things the way that everybody thinks he should call them. And anyway,
So Brandon has us at 14-3. Let me take a picture of that. Okay, guys, smile.
okay.
All right, took a picture of that. All right, let me clear it for myself. So, talk little bit about OTAs, Brandon and Pete, while I remove these real fast.
So yeah, I saw the receivers out there. I saw the O-line putting in some work. Brock Purdy getting in some throws. For the first time ever, Nick Bosa actually came to OTAs and was participating. Because mind you, Nick Bosa was it his rookie season?
Yep.
I don't think he was in OTAs, right?
No.
He participated in OTAs.
I think he did his rookie season, but it was
I can't
after
remember.
that. It was after that because he
It
got
was after that, right?
yeah,
Because then he got an ACL tear,
yeah.
right? 2020, and then 2021.
Oh, it was COVID. It was COVID. That's why he didn't go to
was
OTA.
COVID.
On
Yeah.
2010.
So 2020 it was because of COVID. 21 it was the ACL tear, and then 22 was the contract year, right?
Yep.
And then 23, which is this year, basically this coming up year, I should say. But yeah, so Nick Bosa was out there. Then we got to see Debo wearing that number 1 jersey.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah, and then Trent Taylor took 19. You guys see that too?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was funny to see 1 and 19 side by side. And some of those drills was like, whoa,
And,
that's
they said so. And then the only ones that weren't really out there today was, of course, Brandon, and then Jawan Jennings was not out there because he has yet to sign his
tender.
contract,
Tender. Yeah.
his tender. So, and he can't. I mean, if he doesn't sign it, he can't even go anywhere, anyways.
Yeah.
So
I don't know what he's doing. I don't know what, but it's voluntary. And Kyle did.
it is
Kyle
voluntary.
did say, Kyle did say on his part of the press conference that it was completely voluntary, this portion, but he did ask Nick Bosa to come. Nick Bosa said that he completely asked him. Kyle asked him to come. I think he just wanted him in the building to to have another vet presence in the building. So
Was Trent out there? I didn't see if Trent was out there.
No, he missed.
no, he wasn't.
He missed
Trent
Treverius
definitely
Ward.
ain't coming.
Missed. Who else? A few people missed.
Kittle missed it too, but he was on the sidelines. Also, what do you call it? Freaking! I have some news. I'm sure everybody already knows, but Jake Brindle is dealing with some like tendonitis in the knee.
Oh, that's not good.
So he was on the sideline today, kind of just doing like half type workouts and stuff.
I think they just told he knows he's going to lose his job to
who?
The Michigan Center.
No, not to a rookie.
You never know.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, do you
He's
think,
like, nah.
Do you think Pooney might start at right guard?
That's a possibility.
Well, he's a rookie too.
Yeah.
You just said to a rookie.
Yeah, but I mean,
no.
thing.
But
This is the difference. Brendel is a Pro Bowl alternate. Like John Feliciano is not as much as we want to make him.
he's just an
somebody.
alternate,
Yeah, exactly. He's literally an alternate.
right?
So
Without
is
the Pro
Burford.
Bowl next to it.
Burford wouldn't even be on a team right now.
Yeah, I got you. I knew you were going to say that's why I threw Pooney out there, because I think Pooney might have a good chance of winning that job.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if he looks good in when he gets his shot at preseason, and then they just sit him a year. That's what they like to do with their rookies, like especially offensive linemen.
Hey, also, let me get you guys' thoughts real quick. The news coming out today about the chain gang might not be no more anymore.
I saw that.
The
I
what?
saw that.
They're going to test it out.
Well, it's still going to be there.
During
They said they're going to
preseason.
keep it as a backup just in case the what's it called? The technology isn't working.
I missed it. What is not going to be there?
Got you.
They're going to have new laser what's it called? Like chains. So like
They're taking the human aspect out of it?
yeah, they're gonna try it out in the preseason.
Going AI.
And if it works in the preseason, if they like the results, they're just gonna use it in the season.
There goes more
Yep.
jobs.
Oh yeah.
Dude, for real. It's crazy, dude. It's crazy.
I bet you those people holding the chains ain't happy.
Oh no, I'm sure they're
Dude,
not.
next thing you know, the refs are going to be robots.
How much were they getting paid? I wonder.
I'm pretty sure they were making some money. I mean, otherwise they wouldn't be out there.
How much do you think? Oh, I'm gonna have to look it up
Exactly.
after this. I'm gonna look it up.
And I think they got paid per game, right?
I'm sure they did.
Yeah. That's interesting. And the refs, see, they need to figure out how to get like hybrid refs, half human, half robot.
Up. The chain gang gets paid $187,000 a year.
Holy cow.
See that? Yeah, they're pretty pissed.
That's a lot.
the average salary for an NFL chain gang member. $90.23 an hour.
There you go. I will be pissed, wouldn't
$90
you?
an hour.
And you're gonna say bye-bye to that.
How do you even apply for that? How do you get like
That's what I'm saying, bro. I want to apply for that.
You
shit.
got to be
need to
good
get
with the
it.
chain. You got to be good from a change from elementary.
Yeah,
I mean, I do the chains for my son's. I do the chains for my son's.
Hey, I
KYF
change
league.
my underwear every day. I there's some change.
Hey,
I would hope so.
Well, not every day, but you know.
Do you wipe your ass too?
No, I can't reach.
Wow, here we go.
I might hire
All right,
you.
well,
I might
go
hire
ahead.
you.
I'm
hire
gonna get
Brandon.
on. I'm gonna get on ZipRecruiter after this show. I can see if there's any jobs available.
I know.
Dude,
Huh?
you ain't lying, man.
Wow.
All right, Beto.
All right, let's
Let me
do
see what
this.
you got here.
All right, so I'm
Well,
gonna
not
give
now.
a dub, obviously, to the Niners week one. Jets are gonna find. They're trying to find who they are with the quarterback there. If we would have got the Jets week 10, I don't know, but week one, yeah, that's a dub. And the whole thing that we haven't won in Minnesota, we haven't played Sam Donald or JJ McCarthy, whatever his name is. That's a dub. The Rams, listen, the Rams, until they show me otherwise, just like we can't beat the Chiefs, it's hard for me to give the Chiefs a loss. It's hard for me to give a win to the Rams. They got to show me different in regular season. And last year didn't count, bro. We didn't play our players, so you could dismiss me with that. Pats, a win. Like Brandon said, who in the hell are we playing against? Bunch of high school kids over there. And then we got the Cardinals, right? Now, the Cardinals are a little tricky, man. Those things, those little
getting
birds,
better.
They're getting better. They always give us fits. It's something
Still
about
ain't it,
us.
dude.
But we have beat them twice last year. I think twice the year before. I'm going to give a win here, but I might split with them. That's the thing. Week 18, we might not even have to play them if we have the bye secure. So that might just be a loss because we don't have to play them. So we'll see what happens there. And then the Seattle Seahawks. The Hawks. We play in Seattle. Seattle, the last 2 years, have not been able to play as well. What's up, Red Jet? Shal, how you doing, girl?
Red Jet.
Good to see you. Good to see you. the Seahawks, as long as they have Geno Smith, they do not frighten me whatsoever. And like I said with the Chiefs, I got to see it to believe it. I want to give them the win, but that's just the fan in me. Yeah, we're going to win. I'm like, Brandon, we're going to win.
Bro, it's not why, though. Dude, that game in the Super Bowl was ours. We lost it. The Chiefs didn't win.
I mean, we lost both of them.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
So that means
Okay.
that means to me that sounds like a trend. Are we going to lose this game too?
We haven't beat them in like how long? When was the last time we beat the Chiefs?
We can beat them.
I think the last time we beat them with Kaepernick was quarterback and Alex Smith was the quarterback of the Chiefs.
Yeah, I think that was the last time.
Yep. And Santa Clara. But what's up, McNiner? Welcome,
What
brother.
up, David?
So
up,
the
David?
Cowboys. The Cowboys are just like the Chiefs and just like the Rams. They have not been able to beat us. Dak Prescott does not know how to figure out our defense. Our defense is too strong for their offense. There's no way I can see the Niners ever losing to the Cowboys. Until they do, it's always going to be a dub for me, no matter whether we play at home or in Dallas. The Bucks.
Hey, mind you,
Yes,
real
sir.
quick, Beto, all these teams are also coming off of a bye, too.
Yeah, we got 4 games. Yes, good point, Brandon. There's 4 teams coming off a bye. It's the Seahawks, the Chiefs, the
Cowboys.
the Cowboys, and the Bills.
Yeah.
Are 4 teams that are coming off a bye, which I don't know how the NFL does this to the Niners, man. It is what it is, but to me personally, it's a bunch of bull. But going back to Tampa Bay, I'm with Pete. It's Florida. It's not that hot no more like it was in September when we played in there. We still won, and we're playing in a little bit cooler weather. I don't trust their quarterback over there, so I give us a win there. Then against Seattle, they have to show me something different. I'm not even going to take a long time with that. Now, I think we are a better team than the Packers.
Don't do it.
I think that Jordan Love is not as good as Brock. I think Brock is better. But because we're flying to Lambeau, playing at Lambeau, oh, man, it's going to be my second loss, unfortunately, for this.
Bro, how you have them losing against Jordan Love? I'm sorry.
I'm telling you, it's going to be a crazy game. But that's not it. I like to keep trends going. We're going to go to Buffalo and shut the bed as well in that game. Then we come home and we just beat the shit out of the
Breaks
Bears
off
so much that his a-hole will be clear for a whole year. I mean, Caleb Williams is going to be up in the stands crying once again, crying for his mama because Nick Bosa is going to be all up that Caleb. And then we come home, and the Rams are always our child. They're the little child in the family. They try to be tough, like the little brother. They're trying to be tough. You know, they're trying to, well, I can beat you. And then they realize they can't. That's a win. Then we go to Miami, and we face
That's a
the
dub.
Fins. Unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be a dub. I'm with you. Then we face a dub. The dub. We face the Lions, right?
Lions.
The scary Lions. I got to admit, though, the Lions have got better. I like their head coach. He makes some dumb calls. You think people that think that Kyle makes dumb calls? The Lions gave that game away to us, and it wasn't even the Lions. It was the coach that gave that game away to us.
Yep, for sure.
You know what I mean? Making some dumb shit calls, man.
Well,
so
mind you, he also did stupid shit like that in
he
the
did it
regular
all
season
season.
too.
He did it all
Yeah.
season. Like
Yeah,
yeah, that's his
going
MO.
for it against Dallas. That one
But
game.
this is the thing. It's a thin line. There's a thin line between being a genius
Smart and stupid.
being, yeah, like I mean. But this is the thing. We think a lot of people think Kyle is a genius, but then when he gets in those big games,
Yep.
like he gets tight,
Yeah.
So
And
I
he
mean,
can't find the Vaseline. He makes dumb
there's a
decisions.
man, you today, like like you just pausing all over the place, like.
But you said tight, bro. I just fill in the words.
Yeah. Fuck it up.
I threw him off. You don't know what he was going to say. I love
He's
Pete,
like,
man.
yeah.
All right, so we beat the Lions. And again, at this point, we have what? 3 losses. There's no way that we're not already locking up the number 1 seed. This last game don't mean anything. It's just for show. So we're gonna get the loss here, not because we're not good. It's just there's nothing to fight for. It's gonna be a bunch of backups going. It's gonna be Allen or Josh Dobbs back there playing against his old team. So we get a loss. So I see us going 13-4. Now I think we all got different. We all got different records.
Yeah, like
I
all
believe
one
you
off.
got 12-5. I went 13-4, and Brandon went 14-3. Correct?
Yep.
All right, let me take a picture. Smile, guys. Cheese. Hold on. Cheese. There we go. There we go. Let me get back to the main screen. Oops, hold on. Let me get back to this screen. So that is our record. We got a 12-5, a 14-3, and a 13-4. Let us know in the comments, based on just the record, who do you guys think is more ideal? Is it 12-5? Is it 14-3? Or is it 14-3? Yeah, 14-3 or 13-4. Who is more ideal with that? Regis says 13-4. Do we see any 12-5s?
What happened to your picture?
Do we see any 14s and 3s?
Beto turned into mini-me.
Holy shit! That's the only way. That's the only way I can lose weight.
No mames.
And then I got fat again. Hold on. Let me lock this up before I do that. I didn't even realize I did that, bro. I did not even realize I did that. Because I can move these around, and so yeah, me. I was like, I can see the SF more clear. Oh shit, I'm not there. So OTAs, guys. OTAs doesn't really mean much. There are people out there with no pads, no tackling. I know a lot of people get into too much into oh my God, Brock Purdy's throwing bombs to Ricky Parcell. I think he's the real deal, blah, blah, blah. Or Pooney's protecting. Wow. All I know is wait into minicamp, wait until the pads go on. How much of OTAs do you really look into? What do you take out of OTAs, Pete? And then I'll ask Brandon. What do you guys take out of OTAs? You go first, Pete. What is OTAs to you? What does it mean to you when you see the Niners going through OTAs as a fan?
Absolutely nothing. Like it literally is just, it's a step up from the combine. And it's just a bunch of guys running around. You get a chance to see it just gets you excited because you see your guys throwing the ball around. But but the reality is it's time to install the offense. The new guys are learning the offense, and it gives some of the players some chance to gain some timing with each other. I know Brock Purdy was talking. They asked him a question about throwing to Ricky Pearsall today, and he almost kind of laughed it off. Like, this absolutely is not practice, like real practice. Like, I can't take anything from. He kind of laughed it off, but he still said that he can see the the athleticism, and a bunch of players speak about Ricky Pearsall. The reality, these guys know that there's not really much to take from OTAs. It's just like I said, it's just a time for the guys to get the install, to understand, to start understanding the offense for the new guys, and that's really what it is. A time to get to know each other.
I agree. What's the OTAs mean to you, Brandon, as a fan, as a Niner fan? Like, what do you like to see? What do you want to hear about OTAs that can motivate you one way or the other?
I just feel like it's just basically just the team bonding for one, and then two, learning how to social with each other, connect with each other on the field, get to know each other, like especially all the rookies too. I'm sure like the rookies, they're all shy being around all the veterans and stuff, so I'm sure they got to open up as well before the season starts and connect with their veterans and shit like that. Honestly, you just look at it and it's literally like just game of flag football basically.
Yeah. I'm sorry, Brandon. I'm just laughing at Niners throwback. Pete, give us a damn better answer, fool.
I keep it real. Like, I mean,
keep it 100.
I can sit here and blow smoke and tell you guys, it is a chance for these guys to get in and build the camaraderie. But that's not reality. That's not bro. Reality.
They're just running little routes here, warming up, talking amongst each other. The coaches are just watching like what shape they came in and how they look and stuff like that. And you know what I mean? It's just OTAs. It's organized crimes, bro. Come on.
Crazy. My boy Nick Bosa got a stash now.
Oh, what?
Mustache.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you have to keep up with these young people, Pete.
Yeah, I was like...
He's like, what?
Come on, Pete. You're not that much older than me.
I kind of am.
Yeah, Pete's in his 50s. Pete, you're in your late 40s?
Yeah, 46.
Oh, yeah, you're a puppy.
Man, it's literally like 15 years.
Yeah, only 15 years.
Only 15, bro. Come on.
What were you? You were in diapers when the Niners won their last one, huh?
Yep.
Brandon's old enough to be my son.
Oh, wow. Yep. Like, no mommies.
No, seriously.
Right.
How old are you, Brandon?
I'm going to be 31 next month.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
I mean, he's technically old enough to be my son, too. Like, I mean, if I was...
Well, you would have to have... his mom would have to be older than you, bro. So don't get crazy there, Pete. You're not sleeping with no one at 12 years old, bro, Pete. You're not that... No, Pete.
31. I would have just had to be like 14, 15.
Yeah, exactly. Come on, Pete.
How old were you when...
I could have been getting down.
Pete, Pete, stop.
Hey,
you don't know.
You never
know me. You don't know me like that.
You bet your ass I don't know you like that.
You don't know shit.
Pete.
Okay.
I ain't said you wouldn't have sex. I said being a father at that age, it wouldn't be you.
Yeah, no, it wouldn't be me for sure.
Yeah. I never said about sex. I mean,
I didn't have my first kid until my wife didn't have her first kid until 30. I was 34.
You didn't have your first kiss?
Kid.
Oh, kid.
First kid. Yeah,
first kid. I think you said kiss. I said, God dang.
Yeah, I was trying to be a priest.
No, bro. I didn't see you molesting any kids.
Yeah, no, definitely not.
Yeah,
definitely not. Don't start those. No Diddy.
Pete's like,
you don't meet those qualifications, Pete.
Yeah, no, absolutely not.
Sorry, if you're Catholic, I apologize. I don't mean no disrespect. Not every priest molests kids. I'm sorry, just 99.2.
Not everyone.
All right, different subject now. Let's go.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, can we get back to OTAs?
Brandon goes, my priest. I thought my priest loved me.
Dude, we're gonna get reported with your ass.
Well, if I stand up and turn around, then you might be true.
Oh no, mamas! I don't want to see a full moon on your camera.
Hey, bro, eclipse. All right, let's go back to football before people just start leaving us. Like, what the hell did I just turn into? Brandon Ayuk. Now we know that with the way the Niners work, we know that Bosa, Fred Warner, Kittle, everybody that got signed pretty much got signed late July, early August. I understand the Bosa took longer than usual, but Bosa is probably the hugest. No. Let me retract that. Has been the biggest contract they ever give out as the Niners been in existence to a player. So I understood why that would take long. Now, with the Debo situation, I think, if I'm not mistaken, Debo threatened to leave and be traded and all that good stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Didn't he sign before training camp started, if I'm not mistaken?
No.
He signed in August.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, training camp was going on. I remember.
So he missed a few training camps.
He was there. He showed up to training camp.
Yeah.
He did show up to training camp. Like.
That's right. He was on the sidelines over there doing his own thing.
Yeah, but he didn't. Yeah. But he didn't sign.
Well, they have to show up because they don't want to get penalized, but
yeah,
they don't have to participate. So, okay. So do you think that it's a real thing that when you are in your contract year and you're missing time in OTAs and mini camp, that it truly affects you in a year?
I don't think OTAs it does, to be honest.
No, not OTAs. This is voluntary.
Yeah, this is voluntary right now anyways.
So missing training camp could particularly as a receiver with your quarterback, you want to continue to get that timing down and so forth. Do you think that if Brandon misses, let's say misses 3 or 4 training camp, will you think he'll have a down year in 2024?
I don't think he'll have a down year. I think that, but I do think it might be. I don't think overall the year will be a down year, but I think that it's going to be hard for him coming out of the gate. I think that's especially if Shanny has plans to give to change up the offense at all, and to throw some new wrinkles in it. So because every year at the beginning of the year he tries something new, and then it doesn't work, and he goes back to what he was doing before. But yeah, I think that in the beginning it could be a little rough, just because he's not in game shape.
Agreed. I mean, for example, look at Nick Bosa last year. Yeah,
Nick Bosa. Debo had a down. Debo had struggled in the beginning of the season when he on his contract year as well.
And this is not us speculating, bro. They admitted, both of them admitted that they struggled because of not being a full participant in training camp. Debo said it publicly, and Bosa said it publicly.
Bosa said it today.
Oh, did he? I was watching it. I haven't seen his today.
They asked him a question about it today, and he said that was a thing.
He's like, yeah, I'm glad I'm here now, type thing.
Yeah, see,
and everything.
So ideally, do you think that the Niners have learned their lesson by getting these guys late? Now, the good thing, they always sign their players. We never had to hold out through 4 or 5 games. But do you think there's a possibility they can get it done with Brandon where he misses no training camp?
No.
Yeah, I say no.
No. I think that the 49ers have their process, and it's worked for them thus far. It's worked for them every season. So, for the most part. So, isn't
this like the year that you really have to go out and get that Super Bowl before the whole Brock Purdy situation?
Yes. Well, I mean, they did it last year, and they got to the Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but Bosa wasn't as affected. Imagine if Bosa would have been more effective. I don't know. I just figure your top receiver is important to have.
I think it was especially in the Super Bowl. I think the defense was perfectly fine, especially Nick Bosa.
Yeah, there were so many errors. There were so many errors everywhere.
There was.
Feliciano got hurt, and when Feliciano got hurt, we went downhill with.
So did Greenlaw.
Burford.
Greenlaw got hurt.
Before Greenlaw got hurt,
Kittle got hurt.
That defense was on fuego.
Yeah, because he was shadowing Kelsey. Kelsey could not get away from Greenlaw. Once they put 48 Burks, Kelsey ate up Burks.
I'm trying, man. I'm trying.
Yeah. And I mean, Kittle got hurt for that one. He was out for like a couple of plays, and what's his name? Ended up getting a holding call. His replacement. So I mean, there were just so many. I mean, the fumble by CMC. We could just go down the line. Like there were just so many errors.
Trent Williams holding call in a clutch.
Let's not even talk about Trent Williams. Multiple holding calls. And
he's been doing that lately a lot, bro. It's not like here and there.
Yeah, I mean, he's old. He's old. He's counting on the fact that that he's gonna get those old veteran calls from time to time. But they chose to ring him up in the Super Bowl, even though they won't call other teams for that. But at the same time, there was that. There was the fumble by CMC. There was the muffed punt that really wasn't a muffed punt. It was just dumb luck. And then I mean, you're talking about all the penalties and the other things that happened. It was just bad all the way around. There was nothing that you could point to one thing that was, and then there was the missed extra point. Like, I mean, there's not one thing that you could point to.
Let me ask you this question real quick.
This is the reason why we lost.
In that game, do you consider we had a lot of bad luck?
I don't necessarily know if it was bad luck or if I think some of it was bad luck, but it was so much of it that, I mean, you kind of have to look at the coaching a little bit. And about them not being prepared.
The bad luck was Kyle going away from Christian McCaffrey a lot of the game.
I mean, that's not bad luck. That's just bad game planning.
But you know what I mean? Like like you said, coaching wise.
I just think it was. I think that Kyle. It's rough. It's rough because you want to look at some of those things and be like, oh, it's just dumb luck. Like it's just bad luck. But then there's some things that happen during that game that you're just like, this is just bad all the way around. Why are they doing this?
Yep, choosing to take the ball first.
Yeah. I mean, that was whatever. I don't think that was as big of a deal as people made it out to be. But there was just a lot of decision making, but it wasn't just decision making. If they make the extra point, are we talking about it? I don't know that we are. And and then if we don't have the muff punt, CMC doesn't fumble. And I mean, we don't even go to overtime.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I mean, there's just so much in that game that was just, you can't really blame it on any one thing. And
what's up, Daniel?
That's the problem with that whole game, is that there's no one really to blame per se, because so many people made errors. And I don't even know if you could blame it completely on Shanny, because it's just, there was just so many errors.
Yeah, out of all the coaches, the one that really actually played it well was who coached well was the guy that got fired.
I don't agree with that.
I don't know about that.
You don't think he had a good game?
Nah.
That's just hating on the guy that got fired.
No, because when you have to call timeout, to say no, absolutely not, we're not calling that in this situation.
But I think that was because him and Kyle were fighting in the headset.
But that wasn't the first time. Kyle had been yelling at him for for that whole second half.
Yeah. Well, that's one of the reasons why he got fired, because their communication was getting worse.
I just think that it wasn't a good match. It just wasn't a good match from the beginning. And I think I had been talking about him being a bad match for the squad, by week 3. I just didn't see it being a good match for the for the team. His style just wasn't a good match for the team.
I said it in the beginning.
It's not about the numbers. And it has nothing to do with the numbers. It's just his.
And he's not a bad coach. He's a good defensive coordinator. He just was not given the opportunity to bring his type of defense and his personnel.
And we
Our
don't, yeah,
defense,
because we
we're
don't
just
have
not
the,
used to that.
yeah, we don't have the right personnel for what he wanted to run.
No, correct.
And like that, and like
Him
that's
getting hired was the wrong decision based
exactly
on the type of personality he likes to run. They're
bingo.
trying to mold him into something that he's not. And he failed because he didn't, and I think that's why Vic didn't come here either. Vic probably said, no, we're going to run it my way or nothing. And they told him, nope. So they hired him instead of Vic.
Yeah,
Vic
I agree.
Fangio is not one that's going to sit there and, you know what I mean? So now they got their yes guy, right? And Nick. Nick is that yes guy to Kyle. Okay, Kyle. Whatever you say, Kyle. Because let's be honest.
Well, it's not just that.
He's-
It's not just that.
Yeah.
It's
He's
not,
also
Kyle is the
the
defensive
assistant head
coordinator,
coach,
bro. Can we agree on that?
I don't agree. I disagree. Like I will say this. I think the issue was that Kyle had brought Saleh in to run that style of defense. Like and then because that's the style of defense that Saleh was used to running. And then he likes that style of defense. So they brought D'Amico up. D'Amico's going to run that same style. He allowed D'Amico to have control over that defense because it was working. And then he brings in Wilkes, which I think once again we got to talk about Kyle's ego. I think that he thought that just because Wilkes was a respected coach that he'd be able to run whatever. And like he should be able to run whatever schematic. It shouldn't be just about his specialty, and that was a mistake.
Absolutely 100% agree with that.
That's it. Like, and I think Sorensen has been in the building with D'Amico, since D'Amico was here. So like he knows what they were running and how to run it, and he had a vibe with the players already. So that's why they went with him.
Did you see the title for Staley was assistant head coach?
I was just about to bring.
Yeah,
I was just about to bring up. They did bring in Staley because Sorensen admitted that he needed help, like that Staley was helping him with game planning and like building like the schematic and everything. Like because I don't think he's a big X's and O's guy. I think he's just good with the players and he knows basics. But I think Staley's going to help him with the game plan.
Do you guys think now that Staley's also assistant head coach, he's going to help out Kyle with like the plays that he does call, and especially in big games as well?
Nope.
No.
Nope.
Like
No,
sure you
Kyle
want to
to
do that thing, like
have you met
him, like second guess it, you know?
Have you seen?
Let me
Kyle
introduce
Shanahan?
you to my guy Kyle Shanahan. Like he doesn't care like what anyone says. Like this man is has the most humongous ego for a guy that hasn't won.
Well, in his behalf, all great coaches have a humongous ego. Name me a great coach that does not have an ego.
I agree, but it's hard
just-
when they haven't won it to sit there and say it's okay. Like it's okay when you're not when you don't
Like,
have the ring to back it up.
There's certain plays that happened, right, that he called the Super Bowl, right, that cost us shit, and I feel like because Brandon and Kyle are close, I feel like Kyle would at least listen to what Brandon says and stuff, like have him like really think, like, you know, like second guess his fucking shit that he chooses to go with in the game plan and shit like that.
For those that have little brothers, bro, you'll listen to some of the shit they say, but at the end of the day, you're gonna do you.
And
Yeah,
I don't
know.
want him listening to Brandon Staley. Like I don't want him listening to Brandon Staley.
Yeah.
Look, I know
What did he do for the
but
Chiefs?
Who
I
knows
mean, for
how they're
the
going to
Chargers.
be with these guys over here? You know what I mean?
I think they brought Brandon Staley in to help with the to help Nick Sorensen, and they brought him in like to help with like little things schematically, like in order to like disguise defenses and that kind of stuff, because they like because Kyle said that he likes what Staley brings as far as that kind of stuff. I think that's it.
Then
I
why
think that's
name him? Why name him assistant head coach?
to give him more money.
Yep.
That's bullshit.
Otherwise, he wouldn't come to the Niners. It's all money, bro.
Why did they offer Anthony Lynn more money? Give him the
Why
The
did
assistant head coach.
assistant head coach
Why isn't he the assistant head coach?
because he sucks.
Who?
Like
I think
Anthony
he's
Lynn.
better than Brandon
Oh,
Staley.
Anthony Lynn, yeah.
And better than Brandon Staley? Okay.
Mhm.
I mean, what has Anthony Lynn done?
The offensive side, yeah.
What did he do? What did he do in Detroit?
All I know is both of those guys were head coaches of the Chargers, and they both got fired
They
and
both
came to the
stunk.
Niners.
They both stunk.
That's what they have
But
in common.
I think at least Brandon Staley made it to the playoffs once. I don't think Anthony Lynn was ever got a sniff.
So before we get out of here, let me ask you guys both this. I'll start with Brandon, and I'll ask you, Pete. If you had the opportunity to let go of Kyle Shanahan right now for the opportunity to bring in DeMeco Ryans as your head coach, would you do it, Brandon? Hold your tongue, Pete. Hold your tongue.
Okay, say that one more time.
Right now, would you give up Kyle Shanahan and what he's done, the good and the bad and the ugly, for the opportunity to bring in DeMeco Ryans as your head coach going forward?
No, I'm keeping Kyle.
Okay. What about you, Pete?
That's not fair. That's not
It,
fair.
it isn't fair, but I think you just have to go with Kyle.
You know, here's I'm gonna preface this real quick. I love Kyle to death. I don't want Kyle to go anywhere. I want him to learn from his mistakes, but I'm gonna say I take DeMeco, and there's a reason. Like just because we know DeMeco is going to bring. I mean, we're gonna have the same scheme defensively. I think that DeMeco brings in. There's nothing stopping DeMeco from bringing in like another Shanahan like coach. And I think I think that's been proven that Shanahan, that his offense has been used by others and has been serviceable. But the difference is that they're not married to that offense so much that they're not willing to make adjustments. And like that's the one area where I see that Kyle just he is so married to his game plan that he just won't go past it sometimes. And I think sometimes he needs to let his players be great. Like, but I love Kyle. I really think that I want Kyle to stay here. But if it was you had to make a decision tomorrow, I think DeMeco is a leader of men. And
So I think with this question I'm going to ask, I think I already know your answer, Pete, based on what you just said. But would you guys rather have DeMeco Ryans as the head coach and Kyle as the offensive coordinator for the opportunity to win a Super Bowl, or Kyle as the head coach and DeMeco as a defensive coordinator once again to win the Super Bowl? Which of those two will have the better chance with the roster that we have?
That is a fire question.
That's
you asking me first?
Yeah,
yeah,
go for
like good.
Damn, Beto.
Hey, we got.
I gotta. I mean, I'll be honest with you. I'm gonna go with DeMeco as the head coach.
I'm
gonna go with DeMeco as the head coach,
And
because
that's the
I
right
think
choice.
I think at the end of the day, he has the ultimate override over Kyle, and he tells him shut up and run a basic.
You're gonna do it this way.
Like
Yep.
shut up and run a basic play. I don't want to see the bells and whistles. I just want
I
you
don't
to
see
run the
DeMeco
ball.
having that pride as much as Kyle. Maybe because he's still young
Exactly.
in the profession, but he's young enough to sit there and be humble and say, you know what, Kyle, you're not the head coach no more. I am. Do it this way and shut up.
Exactly.
And if it would have been the other way around, even if DeMeco wanted to do a certain thing, if Kyle overrides it, DeMeco's kind of stuck. So I agree with you guys. I think we can win a Super Bowl better with this roster as DeMeco the head coach and Kyle Shanahan specifically as the offensive coordinator. So that's our show tonight. We hit about an hour. You guys are amazing. Hey, we gotta have fun.
By the way, Anthony Lynn did go to the playoffs when he was with the Chargers. He lost in the divisional round against the Patriots, who won
did he?
the Super Bowl that year.
Oh, I don't want to hear about they won the Super Bowl that year. He got beat.
And then I think Niner asked, because you said, what did What's-his-name do? He wants to know what Brandon Staley do. What did he do?
I mean, he made it to the playoffs.
But just one playoff.
Okay. I mean, Anthony Lynn only made it to one playoff.
No, I think they both suck.
Yeah, well, that's what that was my point to begin with.
Oh, okay.
Was that okay? I mean, Brandon Staley, we made him the assistant head coach. I mean, and Brandon's question was, why did we get rid of Anthony Lynn? I said, because Anthony Lynn sucks. I mean, he's the same. There is no difference. But I think they brought Brandon Staley in specifically to mentor Nick Sorensen. And that I don't think for any other reason. Anthony Lynn was brought in to bring the inside zone.
Well, not only that, but remember that year that we brought him in, our running backs coach, I forgot his name.
Taylor.
What was his name?
Bobby? Taylor?
Yeah. He was ill. Remember, we didn't know if he was going to come back or not. So they brought Anthony Lynn for the running coach. But once our coach got better, they say, bye-bye, Lynn.
He was there. You just didn't hear from him again. And that was what was so funny is all of the players all the running backs talked about Bobby Taylor after he got back. They did not say a word about Anthony Lynn.
Are you sure the last name is Taylor?
I'm pretty sure. Bobby.
That sounds right. Is it Bobby Turner?
Bobby Turner. My bad.
Okay.
But yeah, all the players talk about Bobby Turner. They do not talk about. They did not talk about Anthony Lynn, and then unceremoniously he was just gone.
Yeah. Like a fart in the wind.
Because remember when he got there, they made a big deal about making him the assistant head coach.
Yeah, I remember.
And everything, and the running game stunk at the beginning of the season, and then Bobby Turner came back out of nowhere, and all of a sudden the running game just took off again. It was weird.
Real quick, I didn't watch that game, Senor 49er throwback. Thank you for giving me I was trying to avoid it at all costs.
Did not win.
The Boston and Pacers, but I am rooting for the Pacers. I hate Boston as a Laker fan.
Pacers did not win.
They're in
overtime right now.
They lost?
No, they're in overtime.
He throwback put it on there as they won.
Jaylen Brown just scored it.
Hit at the buzzer?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right, guys. Let's end the show on a good note. Guys, I always have fun talking to you guys football, talking 49ers, man. You guys are awesome. Appreciate you guys as my buddies coming on here talking 49er football. Love you both. Love each and every one of you in the chat. You guys are the true MVPs. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for hitting that like button and subscribing to all our channels. Thank you for the support that you guys provide, even if it's just showing up. We appreciate each and every one of you. Pete, once again, remind what you're having. I'm not going to ask Brandon because he said nothing. But Pete, what do you got going?
Once again, Niner Fanatic Podcast. I am on Thursdays. It's just going to be me. We're going to have a conversation about OTAs and about why they suck and why they don't mean anything. And then we're going to talk about I'm sure there's going to be something to talk about by that time. But regardless, make sure you give it a video like, make sure you give it a subscribe, make sure that you hit the bell so you get notifications for when I go live, and tell a friend to tell a friend so we can be friends every day, every week. I'm also on YouTube. I'm on Twitter. I'm on YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, and Twitch. And if you don't like to look at my face, you can always hear the audio version.
There you go. You can turn off, you can close your eyes and open up your ears.
Exactly.
For me, on Thursday, I will be going live with my co-host Jess from East Coast Red and Gold. We go live at 5 p.m. Check out us here on the Niner Sickness podcast. And for those that want to see Brandon, talk to his boys. He's alone. Look at him. He's lonely.
He's just
Dion, Ancho, Christian, your boy is lonely. Help a brother out.
And Beto.
Me and Beto.
Yeah, Beto's got like 6 shows a week.
Yeah. I'm trying to breathe over here. So make sure to follow Brandon, Forever Faithful Podcast, and my boy Pete, Niner Fanatic Podcast, and yours truly, Niner Sickness Podcast. Until then, we are out here. Thank you for your participation. Thank you for hanging out. We appreciate you guys, and we are out of here. Peace.
Go Niners. Bang, bang, Niner.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2,